Take a drive in and around downtown Phoenix and you can see for yourself. More needs to be done to address the valley's homeless crisis.
Very successful here.
Phoenix City Council member Ann O'Brien tells us the city took a big step forward Tuesday by launching its all-new community court. The court will operate 2 days a week with 2 presiding judges and will be devoted entirely to homeless individuals who have committed low-level crimes like trespassing, minor drug offenses, or misdemeanor thefts. Instead of being sentenced to jail time or handed big fines, defendants will be offered services to improve their lives.
We would help them with housing, if they need substance abuse treatment, if there's workforce development, if they need those kinds of things, then we'll have the proper wraparound services for that.
City leaders have been working on the community court program for more than a year now. The program is similar to one in Mesa, which has a 93% success rate since 2020, lifting people who have appeared in court out of homelessness.
Homelessness should not be criminalized. That's not what a community court does. It helps get services to people and to move on. And the more we deepen the systems that can help people in crisis experiencing homelessness, the better.
Last year, the city of Phoenix was forced to follow a court order and clear out its largest homeless encampment called the Zone. But many simply moved on to other streets and neighborhoods. The community court is a way to reconnect with people in crisis and get them the help they need. More serious crimes like assault and domestic violence will not be eligible for the community court program.
Nobody's forced into community court. So if you don't want to be in community court, you have the option to go through the normal judicial process. So it helps them, it helps the community, it makes our neighborhoods safer. So it really is a good program for everybody concerned.
Individuals who appear in community court will be required to show they're following through on the services they've been provided. If not, their case will be thrown back into the regular court system. In Phoenix, Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.
Jason, thanks.